guys, welcome to Diecast, and in today's video I'll be doing the Porsche 935 by Exoto, and this is a second place Le Mans finisher. Super cool car, lots of details, and let's get to it. So first on this side, as we can see, it's just littered with decals everywhere. And I want to say this is one of the iconic cars that I always see around. I apologize, it's a little bit dusty, so expect a future video of this being dusted out. As you can see, there's a bunch of dust right there. Unfortunately, I got this car with no box, so it's a loose model, but hey, it's a good deal, so I am okay with that. I got this one for, I think, how much did I get this for? I think 200 Canadian dollars. So, might seem a lot, but this car goes for, I think, over 500 Canadian dollars. With the box, of course, and whatnot. But hey, I mean, I'm just here for the model. And yeah, there are a few pieces missing, such as the wiper here. And I noticed there's also a flap right here at the back, sort of like a gurney flap, and it's a bit what do you call this? It's a bit off place, like it's like twisted a bit. And this one's a bit cracked as well, like this one right here. But yeah, aside from that, it's a great model. It displays well. I'm not complaining. So yeah, it's got this huge wing, ridiculously huge wing, and you have vents right here, which is made out of metal, and they are a through and through vent as well. I think all of the vents on this car are through and through. There's no shortcuts, which I do love. And separate piece on the door handle, separate piece on the side mirror. And I think this is a vent of some sort. And yes, more vents at the back here. I really want to get into those wheel details, but we'll get it later. It's amazing. There's so much to talk about this car. Interestingly, the frunk doesn't like open up like a hatch. It just comes off separately. So upon handling on this model, just if you do have this model, just be aware, like, it's not your other 118 diecast cars where you could just like lift it up, check the bottom. Like this comes apart. Like it absolutely just falls off if you have it upside down. If you're gonna handle it, just be careful with that. I've had instances where I have forgotten that it's like, oh yeah, it's a separate piece, and yeah, like that's a scary part, so just be aware of that part. I did notice a little bit that this front grille here, it's a little bit bent back, so I might have to do a little bit of refurnishing on that part. I'm not sure how to do it yet, but that's gonna be interesting. So to pull this out a bit, I don't know, we'll have to see, aside from the dusting and waxing and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, there's more dust by the vents here as well, very evident. Really looking forward to that video, because I really want to show you guys how I deal with polishing this, but technically you cannot, because it might rub off the decals, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. So I would just wash it, wax it, and then just finish it off with that. So yeah, on this side it's fairly the same. As you can see, there is this protective excuse me, there is this protective mesh here for the driver. And this is usually like an IMSA regulation. This is not in the European regulation. So if you see something like this, it's usually an IMSA car. You'll see it more often and whatnot. Especially like the BMW CSL, like the Batmobile ones, the Rays and IMSA, they have that one there. So yeah, anyways, for the back here, we also have a through and through vent right here. There. There's a through and through vent at the back there as well. And you got that nice detail underneath. There's just a sneak peek right there. Just amazing details all in all. Like I can't really, like, it's just mind-blowing because like every single detail about this car, amazing. Oh, and forgot to mention here, as you can see, where's the headlights? It's just right here. So usually in a Porsche 934, headlights are right here, but they made it slant nose just to make it a little bit more aerodynamic, so they swapped it right here in the bottom. And yes, we have the taillights, which look very realistic. And we also have that nice metallic finish. I mean, it is metal as well, just to add that, on these exhaust parts here. And as you can see in the bottom here, just a sneak peek, it just looks so authentic. Just a great replica. Alright, now for the wheel detail. As you can see, super nice vents on those wheels, aka turbo fans. And as we see in the bottom as well, we have some more dust, and I believe on this model there should be a little bit of scoring on the tires, which is really nice detail there. Yeah, right there. And interesting part, these wheels do come off. So as you can see, that center nut there, you can actually take it off with a small nut, and I can definitely do that for you in a sec here. So as you can see, the rear wheel is significantly bigger. Got that nice BBS decals there, by the way, just to point out. And if you actually come close here, you can see the wheel specs of the tires. That's crazy. Does it show in here too? Yep, yes it does. Right there. Nice detail. And it's actually like on the tire as well. It's not a decal or anything, like obviously the Goodyear decal right there, but yeah, like it's actually a part of the tire, so you can definitely see amazing detail. And yeah, like you can see how textured that rubber is as well. Okay, so I'm about to take it off. So this is a 3/16 that I found in my tool set here. If you did have the box and everything, it should show. Like there should be a separate tool that comes off. So yeah, it just comes off like that. And you can see more detail underneath. See more detail in the caliper, on the brake disc, and the suspension as well. As you can see, it's hard to see here, but yeah, there is some suspension detail as well. Let's see here. Just a bit dark. Let me get my flashlight really quick here. Yeah, so you can see some suspension detail. There you go. In addition to taking the wheel off, you can also take that turbofan off to reveal the mesh inside the wheel. Very, very amazing detail. I do like that sort of like a goldish bronze look to it. Looks really great. Alright, now I'm about to attempt to take the rear one off. This one's a bit loose already. There you go. Yeah, this one's a longer one. Just pops right off. And the interesting part about this side is the suspension actually works. It doesn't go up and down as much, but hey, it works, and you can see that suspension there. Amazing detail, just amazing. Yeah, you can even see it roll as I touch the other side there. There's more detail in the caliper on this one compared to the front. Yeah, amazing models. One of the best, I'd say, if not the best. And I just want to quickly show you guys the rear wheel underneath, what it looks like. So it's definitely a different wheel. Looks really good actually, but I like the mesh better. Like, look how deep dish that wheel is. And you can also see a valve stem right there. Just right there. It's super cool. And that's the back side. Okay, now for the underside, you can see that nice metallic front lip right there, and you can see a little bit of the mesh there, so I'm going to attempt to poke that when I fix the car. Got so much suspension detail. It feels like everything is just meant to be an exact replica of the car. And you see a serial number right there. Nothing in the midsection as much, but at the back here, look at all that wiring. Close up for you. Just amazing detail in the wiring. More suspension detail. Amazing. Alright, now for the interior, I'll start with this side because it's a little bit tricky. So I'm just gonna open it a little bit. Oh, boom. Yeah, just like that. That's what I mean. It's like, it just comes off so easily because like it's just being held by these nubs here on all four corners. And yeah, like as soon as you lift it up, boom, it just starts falling off. So yeah, that's the crappy part about it. So be very careful. So yeah, that's it. For some reason I thought they were being held by magnets, but I guess not. It's a lot more detail. See that huge fuel system there, fuel cell. Lots more detail. You can actually see the reservoirs there. Amazing detail. Okay, let's start with the driver's side here. Oh, I also forgot to mention the side mirror is up here on the driver's side, and it's down here on the passenger side. Cool feature. Oof, it's a bit hard to open. See if I can open it from the door handle. Hey, it works. There you go. So yeah, you can see that mesh here. It's actually like a hard cloth. Like it's really hard. Like it's stuck there in place. So it's hard to just move it out of the way. Maybe we can a little bit just to see what's underneath there. It's a bit hard to see though. Yeah, it's completely with a roll cage and everything, so it's really hard to see. Let's see, fabric seat belts. With nice buckles as well. Maybe we'll get a better view on the other side. There you go. So we got some nice detail on that steering wheel. You can see the spokes are drilled twice there on each spoke. The shell is pretty bare, but as you can expect, it's a race car, right? Nothing too crazy detail on the inside. So is the back. And then finally, the engine bay. It doesn't open as high as I thought it would, so I'll just lift it up a bit for you. Give me a second here. There you go. So yeah, like as all Porsche engines, they are usually in the rear. So as you can see, it's quite hard to see the detail from this angle, but seeing it in person, you can definitely see a lot more detail, better lighting and stuff like that. But yeah, like as you can see, tons of detail, amazing detail. Like you can see all the pipe fittings, you can see the wires. Yeah, it's definitely like the best if you wanted to get like a Porsche 935, 934, and I believe they made a 917/30 as well, which will possibly come in another video here. But yeah, definitely amazing cars, and expect to see more Exoto 937s. I can't wait to show you guys. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And please, if you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.